Hi guys, it's Troy here from the Andrew and Troy Show. Now, Andrew's making me do these videos now. Now, while he's very comfortable in front of the video camera, I am not so much so. So, bear with me as over time I develop my confidence in front of a camera. Now, Andrew has asked me to put together my rants, the rants that I love to do on the radio show here on the YouTube channel. So here we go. Being the first week of the new year, I thought we'd talk about probably the most common thing that people do talk about in the new year, and that is New Year's resolutions. Or this year, as I seem to have noticed, the lack thereof. And thank goodness, really, I've never really been a fan of the New Year's resolution. But in saying that, it has come as a huge surprise, not only to me, but a lot of other people that I've spoken to, that society is finally catching up with the rest of the rational, thought-processed people in the world who don't like New Year's resolution. Now, I don't know whether it's because the people who I am associating with her at the moment are either growing up and learning that New Year's resolutions suck, or if there has actually been a change in the social waters to dump the New Year's resolution. Either which way, thumbs up to it. I'm liking it. Let's be honest, though. New Year's resolutions, they're pretty much what they are. They're really just a to-do list for the first week of January. Because no one gets past that. Whether it's quit smoking, eat healthier, look for love, be kinder, save money, travel more, learn something new, drink less, all very common New Year's resolutions that no one this year seems to be giving a shit about anymore. Thank goodness for that. And why should we? Let's be honest with ourselves. Most people do not have the willpower strong enough to actually change their lives. We may try for a week as we are relaxed and on holidays to do these New Year's resolutions, but let's face it, as soon as we get to work or back to work, bam! We are back into that old routine that involves drinking too much, spending too much money, smoking, eating bad food, or whatever we tried to resolution from the previous year. There is, and I love this, I did some research on this, and I love this, and I think you might be interested by this, or in this as well. There is a theory known as the boundary effect, or I think it's also known as the doorway theory, where the concept behind the theory is that when you enter a new room, it makes you forget things. Now, the University of Notre Dame in Indiana conducted a study on this phenomenon back in 2011, concluding that walking through doorways causes a memory lapse, or the memory to lapse, where it is believed that entering or exiting through a doorway serves as an event boundary in the mind which separates episodes of activity and files them away in your memory process. Now, this is also believed to be the case for New Year's. So when, that clock ticks over from 2015 to 2016, some of us experience the boundary effect, or this doorway effect, as I like to call it, completely forgetting the struggles from the past year to make resolutions to be better people in the new year. Completely forgetting why we are the miserable sobs that we are, and the constant failures of being better people or being the better people that we think we should be. So cheers to the majority of society who have finally woken up to themselves and realized that one day alone on the calendar year is not going to reset your life and make you a better person just because you said it will be when the clock strikes 12. Here's hoping, and I've got my fingers crossed, that the death of the New Year's resolution is upon us, and that its popularity in society will dwindle further and further into non-existence as the years roll on. Sayonara, New Year's resolution. Hashtag that as a rant over. Hey there, Facebooker! While you're scrolling down the page and right before you head onto that porn site that we all know that you're about to go and click on, why don't you quickly head on over to YouTube and subscribe to the page that I'm a part of. It's the Andrew and Troy Show. We've got heaps of videos there and we've got heaps more coming up in the new year.